Think about this for a second. Because Pardeep, the biggest faggot Kella, introduced my mother to some fucking faggot that we didn't ever need to know, this Satvinder and Ranjit, we had to marry into some people that we didn't ever need to know, right? And what happened was when Ajay Chan's death came in 2010, his daughters were left fatherless, and so was I left fatherless, right? So it would have been better off if we had been put together. But the problem was, Pardeep was such a faggot. Pardeep Kella of my father's family. Because Pardeep Kella was just some lonely ass bitch who nobody ever liked. And she never got married. She never got any kisses. She never got fucked. She was a fucking loser, Pardeep Kella. And eventually, when I was to get kicked out, she didn't even say a thing. I got kicked out at around 2000, 2011, 2010. Right? I got kicked out in 2011 by my uncle Amric. Amric wouldn't have complained if we had two white girls coming over, Nikita and Natasha. Obviously, we would want them more than fucking the step parent and his fucking family that we have now. Who the fuck is the step parent? Ranjit. Right? So pretty much we got fucking sabotaged. We got sabotaged by fucking Pardeep. Because she introduced us to people we didn't ever need to meet. She introduced us to Satvinder, who married my mom off to her brother, instead of having our immediate family come back to Canada from Fiji of my mom's side. And if they came, then we would have amended the marriage with my father, maybe, Bhavinder, or maybe we would have stuck with Ajay Chan, right? Ajay Chan, the fucking baller, the fucking boxing god. He was in Canada boxing and shit kicking people. He was shit kicking people. You should have seen him. When I was 4 years old, he would get out of car. He would get out of the car and start scrapping people in the middle of the road for getting in front of his way. That Bear Creek Park. Wow, man. We got sabotaged. Our fucking whole life, we got sabotaged to live with people we didn't even care for. People that didn't even matter to us. We had to live with them. And the fucking stupid ass family minister was garbage. The family minister of Canada was garbage. If the family minister of Canada cared, they would have asked us every year, how do you feel about the people you live with? Are you in good solutions with them? Are you in good hands? This is what the family minister of Canada should be asking. But the family minister of Canada is fucking garbage. We live in our house talking to nobody. I talk to my mom and that's it. And I talk to my real dad who lives in Richmond. Right? I don't need anybody else. We got married into a sabotage family. I hate the people we got married into. Now, the daughters that we grew up with, think about this. The daughters that we grew up with, the white daughters, Nikita and Natasha Chad, they haven't had fathers since 2010. So they haven't had fathers for 15 years. They could have joined up with our family and lived with us. But no, we got sabotaged to marry somebody else. And these people are faggots, right? And now we don't get to live with the same people we grew up with. All because Pardeep sabotaged us and made a fucking what's it called? A plan to marry us off to people we didn't even give a shit about. These people in our house right now, they haven't talked to us in 15, 20 years. Is that a family? No, we don't give a shit about people like this. I would have rather been with the two white daughters and Ajay Chad. Fuck these people. I didn't come here to live with a bunch of losers like Pardeep sabotaging us. Think about it. If we didn't have Pardeep, we could have called those daughters to Amrik's house. And Jazz, Kella, and Amrik would have loved talking to the two white daughters. But no, we had to have Pardeep, the faggot, and whoever else she's trying to call in Canada. Fucking loser Pardeep. Pardeep is my dad's stepsister. His my dad's real my dad's real dad is Sudagar Singh, and his stepfather is Gyan Singh. Sudagar died by some murder or something, and Gyan Singh was the stepfather that stepped in for Mahendra. Mahendra's our grandmother. There's a lot to my story, man. There's a lot to my story. We had this. We were set up to live with people we didn't ever want to live with. We were fucking. We could have lived with people that we actually loved. There's a lot to my story. Had to live with a bunch of losers who haven't been to the library in fucking 60 years. Now we're stuck. Now we're stuck with a bunch of fags.